So I'm not going to lie to you guys. We all know what happened last night, and it had nothing to do with football. But with that said, I still took the time to watch how this game went. And overall, it wasn't as brutal as the score might have, I guess, seemed. Anyway, though, let's roll the highlights from this thing.
Here's Samuel, and it's off his hands and picked off. Intercepted by Dana. Good protection. The pass is picked off by Lattimore. Mahomes off the hands of Kelsey and picked by Wagner. Extra men on the rush. Mariota floats it. Formation with Rice in the backfield, and he takes it right up the middle. Rice, touchdown. They give it to him, and in he goes. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mariota just lobs it up for McLaurin. Did he get him down? Incomplete, out of bounds. Mahomes has all day. Kelsey leaks out. He's got a ton of room in front of him. Mahomes out to his right. Back across for the touchdown to Hunt.
And then, of course, on the touchdown to Kareem Hunt.
Watch out here. That is
with these receivers.
2nd and 6. Mahomes, end zone, caught by Kelsey. They're down and 8. Blitz was coming, and this one is caught by McLaurin. Was in meetings and then got to ramp up prior to last week as Mahomes finds Gray.
Kansas City continuing to hit their stride.
No doubt. As Rice makes the catch for the touchdown. 2025, something that's been done only once before. Mariota out to his right. Picked.
And with that, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Fun NFL. Please like and subscribe. I got Chiefs colors on, I guess. As again, welcome to the takeaways from this Chiefs and Commanders game. You all just saw the highlights throughout the intro of this thing. As the Chiefs were able to take care of business in the second half, again, shutting the Commanders out. As they were winning this one in a very stinker 20-7. This game, again, as I talked about earlier, wasn't as bad as I think it seemed. But again, overall, I'm still trying to get through this here, guys. Again, it was pretty late last night. But anyway, Chiefs, they moved to 5-3 with their. They've now won 5 out of the last 6. They will be heading to Buffalo for a monster game there. While the Commanders, still in prime time, as they got the Seattle Seahawks coming off their bye at home. So that'll be a fun game on Sunday night there. But yes, Jane Daniels, I have no idea if he's gonna be healthy. I guess we can just check the status on him. Any update on him? Has a good rehab session and will participate in Wednesday's practice. We'll see. Again, Lamar's playing. Well, again, I'll have the Thursday Night Football prediction for you guys on Thursday, but we at least know that. But the Commanders, obviously, they have not looked great the past couple weeks. They're now 3-5. They've lost 3 straight. No, they were 2-1. I know that. They haven't been great the past couple weeks. That's what I'll say there. Yeah, because they've lost 3 straight. I swear, yeah, 3 straight because they won in week 5 off the bye, and then they had the past 3 weeks. They lost the Bears on Monday night. Then they lost to the Cowboys last week. They got blown out, and they lost this game too. So 3 straight losses for the Commanders. They haven't, again, been in a situation like that since, I think, how many did they lose straight? Like, what was it? Let me think. They lost 8 straight back in 2020. 3 to get that number 1 pick, or number 2 pick. My bad, though. Back on here, though. Marcus Mariota, 21 of 30, 213, and a touchdown and 2 picks. He was very conservative. He might have had 2 or 3 actual legitimate throws downfield. That 4th down throw to Terry McLaurin, who actually had a fantastic game, was absolutely abysmal. I mean, it was just kind of hilarious to see him. It was very similar to Dylan Gabriel safety that I really probably should have talked a little bit more about. But the interceptions, the second one was just a misread, and at the same time, I mean, the guy wasn't open. So, I mean, again, there's just really nothing else to talk about there. First one was very unfortunate. I had a good drive going. Overall, Marcus Mariota played the way I thought he was going to be. He was actually a little bit more accurate and effective as a passer than I thought he would be. Still, same old Marcus Mariota, though. Running game, not going to work here. JCM, he struggled to get out of the backfield. He might have had 2 or 3 runs where he was actually able to roll over a tackle and pick up a yard, the extra yard. That was definitely something that I noticed in this game. He never really had much yards before contact whatsoever in this game as well. Marcus Mariota obviously didn't really run the ball effective as well at quarterback. He might have had 2 or 3 good zone reads. Really didn't amount to much. They only ran the ball one time with Jeremy McNichols and Chris Rodriguez. But Jerry McNichols was their leading receiver. So he was really the only guy that seemed any sort of, again, juice outside there. Again, most of his plays were outside of the backfield. But still, he's a viable option there. Terry McLaurin had a beautiful touchdown. He was getting open left and right. He got locked down by Trent McDuffie, though, in the second quarter. That is what I'll say there. But outside of that touchdown. But he was really just fighting for everything he could get. Debo was an absolute bomb. He, again, bricked the play on the interception. He just didn't really look good at all, and he looks a little chunky out there as well. Lou McCaffrey, I guess he was out there, too. I mean, the offensive line really didn't do much to help either. They were just really weren't effective at all. They weren't getting any push, despite, again, protecting Marcus Mariota fairly well overall. Defensively, though, I don't have too many complaints for them because I think Bobby Wagner and Frank Louva, when they do show up, make this defense a pretty good group. As again, they had a very, very good game. Quan Martin was very impactful against the run overall, though still wasn't, again, good enough in coverage or really can say he's a very, very good player. Jacob Martin had himself a game with 2 sacks. Again, Jersey Newton, I think he had like 5 or 6 pressures. One of the better games we've seen out of him in his career. I really like the versatility they use with a guy like Darnell Savage, who, again, despite not being a very good player, is a veteran, knows what he's doing, has decent instincts. Mike Sanders still, I think, was okay. There were definitely some hit or miss moments with him. Obviously, the interception was for Marshon Lattimore, who had his best game of the season, in my opinion, as well. Really, the only things that were plaguing this team was the fact they could not wrap up underneath. Their run defense bases weren't good either. And again, you might think, oh yeah, just fitting the run. Not really. I'm talking about, again, really the basis of what they're going to do pre-snap. That really wasn't there against the run. Also, I don't think they got enough pressure consistently, despite having decent rate overall. Mahomes had kind of a weird game. Again, he threw 3 touchdowns in the second half. Again, the 290 yards, 99 yards for Kelsey is a little bit triggering for some people. The 2 picks, again, they were second one was unfortunate. The first one was his fault. He should have just really not thrown that ball at all because Marshon Lattimore just had who was it? Rashee Rice, Xavier Worthy, one of those two. Again, box completely out there. Running game, I talked about how they didn't, again, completely commit to it, but they had very, very good run lanes in this game. Again, despite not having Josh Simmons at tackle, they were still able to figure things out there. Again, Mahomes also had 4 scrambles for a couple of yards, and obviously Rashee Rice should have got a touchdown on that Wildcat. Travis Kelce was just really, again, like he doesn't run routes anymore. They're literally just fake routes. Again, 6 for 99 there, and obviously, but again, a lot of his routes are just get open routes. Again, that's what Peyton Manning said. I think that's a really good way to put it too. But Rashee Rice 9 for 93 had a speed route touchdown. I mean, again, he's really just, again, Rashee Rice. Again, he's the dude in this offense. Xavier Worthy, again, had one, I think, decently ish big play, but other than that, really didn't do, again, a ton. Kareem Hunt also caught a touchdown. Other than that, though, defensively, they were very, very good. I really liked, again, the blend of pressure. They really weren't trying to do too much against this, again, admittedly weaker offense, obviously, without Jane Daniels, but pressure was good. I can't really complain too much about them. They did hold the Commanders to only 260 yards. They had 140 yards on the ground, controlled the clock decently despite those 2 turnovers. Again, also were pretty okay on third down. I would like to say that was a little bit concerning from the third down conversion rate for the Commanders, but the Commanders weren't terrible on first down either. So that's all I got for you guys here. I hope you guys at least, again, found something out of this game. Obviously, we all know what was going on right now, again, through this game as well. Also, Game 4 is coming on tonight as well, so I definitely go recommend watching that. But that's all I have for you guys here from this game. Got power rankings tomorrow, you guys, but again, y'all know what happened last night.
Los Angeles. Foreman sends a fly ball to center field. Varsho's going back before the clock strikes midnight. Freddie Freeman has ended it.